a today thing or overnight thing. This is something that's been in preparation for a very long time before he became the president. Like a little traffic stop, some people could feel like it's just a traffic stop, not knowing that the person that stopped them is actually deputized as an immigration officer. Some people, the immigration officers themselves can actually determine if you're going to stay in this country or not. A lot of people believe that you have the choice. You don't have a choice. In a lot of the states right now, even regular police officers became immigration officers. A lot of that's already in the process of applying, in the process of receiving a green card. A lot of people that already have their green card is going to get deported. All those people, there's a lot of people in those processes. As simple as a DUI could get you deported. So back, everybody. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm here because I remember doing a video stating that people should return on their own accord, or more like self-deportation. People thinking I was crazy for saying it. But for some people that's in the predicament, don't listen to others. And if you're fine and you feel like you can make it through and you're not in any trouble, or you feel like, you know, you have an appointment and nothing is going to go wrong, or whatever the case might be, and you have a good lawyer, maybe this is not for you. But for some people, this is for them, because what they don't understand that the administration have really ramped up the process for a lot of people. And one of it is that they have this CBP app, which been around for a long time. I'm going to explain to you guys what this is, and they started to implement it. So the CBP is actually Custom and Border Patrol app, which they set up for people that's in the country illegally to go ahead and put their biometrics information into the app so they could self-deport themselves back home, so they could re-enter back into the country legally in the future. That's what they claim. So they're giving people the opportunities to do these things because the fact that they claim, you know, it's easier that way, which I think they're trying to save money, to be honest, but they're not saying. But they really believe that these people is going to do this knowing that once they get the information, what if they decide they don't want to leave? They're going to come after them. Not only that, I would rather do this still, to be honest, than to be sent to Guantanamo Bay or Panama, because that's what they're going to do if they catch you and they don't know where to send you. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to send you to another country, because Panama is already getting a kickback, which a lot of people don't know about, to receive people. And Guantanamo Bay, they're just leaving you there. It's almost like a jail, I think, because I don't think there's nothing else in Cuba, that area, for you to do but to get locked up. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But anyways, that's what the Custom and Border Patrol app is for. And people might say CBP, that's all it is. It's just an app that's been around. It used to be used for truckers back in the day when they wanted to keep track of, you know. It's not new. It's just that the fact now they're using it as a way, you getting shipped to Guantanamo Bay or shipped to another country, which they're allowing people to move and go to other countries. More like they're deporting people to other countries because other countries is accepting them because they're getting a kickback, I guess. That's the only thing I can assume. By them getting a kickback, they are taking or receiving people. Now, I'm not certain of it, but I'm going to read this little part to you. It says, CBP app is a mobile app developed for border protection, originally founded in October 2020. I think that's when Mr. Man got in there, to help commercial trucking and schedule cargoes inspection. Its functionality was expanded in 2023 to include migrants applying for asylum. Now they've expanded it even wider than that before now, because the fact that before it was just for trucking, now it's for anything. Now with that said, when you look into it, it's not just that alone, because CBP is also, it goes into mobile app application where you can now it serve as a visa, a single portal for visas, re-entries, variety of things. It's for a bunch of things, and that's what it's saying. And it's a pretty much a border management thing. So that's what that is. Why they're implementing some of these things over the past couple months, they're getting broader and broader with it. He's not holding back. And I told you guys before, that so-called 5,120 something deportation that he was claiming, that's double, triple already, and it's going on to be more, because they've been lying the whole time saying there's going to be 5,120. It's way more than that. People are going to be deported. who is not already being detained. There's people that's being detained even when they're walking in just for an interview or their scheduled appointments or going to court or whatever the case might be, because now the immigration officers themselves can actually determine if you're going to stay in this country or not. A lot of people believe that you have the choice. You don't have a choice. In a lot of the states right now, even regular police officers became immigration officers. A lot of states, including especially the state of Florida, which if you look it up, you can find it. You don't need for me to tell you some of these things because it's there. Now, with that said, a lot of people that's assuming that it's just for a particular set of people. It's not. It's for a lot of people that's already in the process of applying, in the process of receiving a green card. A lot of people that already have their green card is going to get deported. All those people, there's a lot of people in those processes. As simple as a DUI could get you deported. So a lot of people that's saying that, oh, it's not going to happen to me. I'm only did this or only did that. Listen, be careful. If you have an appointment, you take it behind and get you a lawyer. If you get up and you feel like something is not right when they call you or schedule you, or you just have a stuck gut feeling, get you a lawyer. Get you someone that can represent you, even though they're crooks, because a lot of lawyers out here that's making a lot of money. And I'm telling you, they're the one that's really benefiting from this right now, because you could pay them all that money and still get deported. So make wise decisions. I'm not going to do it, or this is happening just to Tom, Dick, and Harry, or whatever. No, it's happening to people that's returning from other countries, entering the United States. They're getting detained and deported back to their country. Some are being held. Some are being held even when sometimes they can prove that they have their green card, but it's not about the green card. It's about your actions before the green card or during the green card. And a lot of people don't know this. A lot of the things that they're holding people on is because of little basic things like a little traffic stop. Some people could feel like it's just a traffic stop, not knowing that the person that stopped them is actually deputized as an immigration officer. Some people feel like an immigration officer is basically just a regular, ICE, which is, listen, immigration, custom, enforcement. That's what ICE means. That's simple. Anyone could get deputized as far as a sheriff, a police officer, all of them. And yes, they have. So far, Florida is the main one that I know of because I live in the state. And I've been watching the news. I think some parts, different places have been, some of those police officers also been deputized because they're following suit with Florida. Is it right? No. Is it fair? No. But it is what it is. Someone who knows that, even like my fellow Jamaicans know, if you get deported, it's best if you already have something there. I don't feel like you should wait for someone to grab you and throw you away down to a country. Or even if you don't want to leave, why would you want to go to another man's country? This is what I'm not understanding with a lot of people. It seems weird because, oh, she's a citizen, so she could talk all this crap. I'm a naturalized citizen. That don't mean a darn thing. Don't feel like I feel like I'm, more like this cannot happen to me. It can happen to anybody. Anybody could do anything, because he said he's going back into records. He's checking things. What a lot of us did not understand is that everything he said he was going to do, he's doing and doing more. A lot of people are failing to understand that this is not just a today thing or overnight thing. This is something that's been in preparation for a very long time before he became the president. He said he was going to do these things. So a lot of these things is not overnight. This administration said they was going to do these things way before they even got into this part of it. Now, undocumented illegal immigrants, people that's with a green card, without a green card, some citizens might be even have problems down the line because we don't know what he's planning to do. It's very hard to do certain things once you're a citizen, but it's not impossible. Now, I'm not saying these things are going to happen today or tomorrow, but right now, if I was you and I could get advantage, if I have an advantage over certain things, I would take my chances with myself, not with these people where they're sending people. You don't know where you're going to wind up, where you're going to be, a couple months from now. And do you want to keep on running? My thing is, do you want to keep on running, watching your back every time you go to work, every time you take a child to school? To me, that's a no-no. I don't have the guts for that. But what I'm saying is, if you realize what they're saying is this, it says, I'm gonna go back to this part. It says, CBP app is a mobile application service that is a single portal for visas, to a variety of things. It's for anything. So you could go in there and look it up. But basically, it was also set up for people that's in, you know, applying for asylum. And I'm going to go ahead. It says U.S. lawful permanent residents, returning residents, Canadian B1, B12. It's a bunch of stuff. You guys could Google it, look it up, and you will see what it's for and why people are getting like nervous, because he's implementing the fact that now you could self-deport yourself without a problem instead of waiting for them. Because the thing is that them deporting out people is costing them a lot of money. Believe it or not, that's a lot of plane fares. That's a lot of, matter of fact, that's a lot of money they're spending, and they're trying to eliminate. So if you could pick up the slack on your own, why not utilize it to them, you know, giving you the opportunity to leave on your own. They're just putting it in there, implementing it, saying, oh, leave because it's easier than getting sent to this other country. They're putting fear into people, actually. So they're saying, oh, you might not go back to your house or your home, but you're going to go here because you're not staying here. You're not staying in the United States. That's what they're saying for what's going on here, but it is a mess. If you came this far in the video, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. God bless.